So today I'll be talking about my tuberculosis test experience. So if you watched my last video, if you've not watched that video, please go and watch that video. This video is a series. So that was like the first part of the video. That was about like me getting my admission, choosing my course and all that stuff. So just go and check it out. And I said in that video that one of the things you have to do is get a tuberculosis test done. Today I'm going to tell you all the information you need to know about getting that test done and show you like my experience in getting that test. So let's just go straight to that video. So guys, one of the requirements for you to apply for a student visa to the UK is getting your tuberculosis test done. First of all, that tuberculosis test is valid for 6 months. So one of the advice I'm going to give you, depending on when you're going to go, like whether you're going for September or January, whenever, have it in mind you have to do this test if you're staying in the UK for more than 6 months. And what I'll advise is take your time, go online, like do this test early. Mind you guys, you can only do this test in 2 places in the whole of Nigeria, Abuja and Lagos. So you have to pick one and go. I'm going to give you my own experience. Everybody's experience is different. So my experience, I found out about the test, so I wanted to make inquiries about it. I tried online. I was finding it hard to book a date. So I decided to go to their office because I heard people say you can do like a walk-in. So I go to their office as at 8 a.m. and they told me that I couldn't make any inquiry, that I was late. And I was wondering, how can I be late by 8 a.m.? That's not possible. But guys, I was late. So I saw those that were already ready for the test, and they told the security person told me I should go back and come back very early the next day. So I had no option than to go back. And mind you, where I stay on the island, and where you have to do your test is on the mainland at one Isaac John Street in Ikeja. So I left my house the next day by a few minutes to 4 a.m. in the morning, and I got there like to 5 a.m. in the morning, and I was like number 20 something. And that was even because by the time we saw that a lot of crowds were coming, we were like, oh, let's just take number for the people that were already early so that people just don't come and we that came very early, we get to miss out. So we decided to give ourselves number, So I was like number 20 something, that number. This is like 25. And we sat down according to our numbers too. And later they started exchanging our numbers for like a card, like a card showing like UK 00 something. And after that, they picked like the first 200 people. I can't even remember, but they called some of us inside. That was by, so let's say, that was by a few, let's say like 6. They called a few of us. And we went inside another area and sat there. By the time we sat there, we stayed there till 7:30. In fact, we were there till 8. We sat down there till 8. Guys, it was not funny. Mosquitoes and all. This was just to book an appointment. This was not the day of the test. Just to book an appointment. And we got there, waited till like 8. So around past 8, they moved, like we were moving in sections. So they moved the first like 50 people into another place, and that was where they said we are going to book the appointment. So we had their staff come in, and we went in number by number, and all you need for that appointment was your passport. So just picked my passport and did the booking and gave me a paper. Let me show you the paper. And they gave me a paper. First, they addressed us that as at that time, the only booking we can get it for UK was from the 15th of July, unless you had something urgent and you have to show evidence of the urgency. So if you can't wait till 15th, you had to go to Abuja. They gave me this. I don't know. I just want to see if you can. I don't know how close, but this was like my booking. This thing you could see 15th of July, 11 a.m. and I had a number here. That was like my code. So this was like an acceptance for your test today. So and that was it. I'm telling you, this booking didn't take like 5 minutes and we were done. They said you could go. That was it. Like seriously, that was it. That was the booking. And I had to wait till 15th of July. So on the 15th of July, I left very early. I left by 5 because in my head, okay, they'll follow the timing. I left by 5. I go.
Okay guys, so this is me on my way for the test that morning. By the time I got there, guys, the crowd was already massive. Look at people waiting to do the test. Guys, it was a crazy day, honestly, but I'm here now, so I just took clips of people waiting for the test to start. So That's it. See me, look at me, thinking of how I'm going to spend the whole day here.
Just tell you, before you go for your test, you have to make your deposit. So from this paper they gave to me, I was supposed to make a deposit to my account, to the account number. That was like 50, the price is 57,800. I'll come with my original passport. You have to come with a proof of payment, the an address like a UK address, that compulsory postcode, so you can use your school address, then your phone. You have to make that payment like 2 days or 3 days before you get there, because they are going to confirm your payment. So on the day of the test, I went early, and by the time we got inside, they were calling by your appointment time. And by the time we got inside, they addressed us. So for those of us that did manual booking, and we paid, like we didn't do the booking online, we were asked to verify our payment. So they moved us somewhere to confirm that we had a payment. They gave us something like a checklist. I'm going to show you something like that there, like a checklist. So when you pass through each stage, they sign like and tick something like that. So when I got there with my transaction receipt, they signed, they checked, they confirmed it. You also get to have a number. Oh, sorry. First of all, there was like a list. From that list, you see the day you were booked, and you pick your number there. They had like my number, that kind of thing. So when you get there, that's just to confirm that you have been booked for that day. Then you confirm your transaction. So we were sent to where we are going to do our capturing and all our information. They told us to fill a form online, but for me that form was useless, because by the time we went for the capturing and putting out, they still asked us manually for all those information. So they'll do that and capture a photograph of you and put all those information. They will ask you to confirm that those information were true, because if you're to come back and change anything, it's going to be a problem for you. So they will they filled it in, the person filled it in manually, and in fact that is where the whole issues were just starting. Like the crowd there was just so much before they attended to you. I spent a long time doing that. I spent hours and hours doing that, because you have like family of four, family. As at that time, it was even chaotic. It was not even according to your time again. The according to your time was just for you to enter inside, but every other thing was not according to your time. It was not like according to when you come. So they'll give you a number. Guys, it was really, really chaotic. When you're done with that stage, the next stage is the X-ray stage. So you go into another area. There actually, the only thing I'll say is that everybody they were helpful. The workers there, they were helpful at any point. When you ask anybody, please, I've done this, what's the next thing? They'll just direct you. It was easy. And I felt like all the doctors and everybody that were supposed to be working were actually doing their work, because you'd be like, okay, when they say that there's so much crowd here, maybe if this guy is done with X-ray, you say, okay, I need 5 people. You come pick those 5 people, take them and do them a private X-ray, or you say, oh, I need these people to do them, do their, to take their capturing and all that. So that's the only thing. But the crowd was so much that you were not even noticing all those things. But me, I noticed them. But the crowd was so much. It's the time spent before it gets to your turn that was even the issue. So we went for our X-ray, and while we were waiting, definitely there was when you come, they'll give you a number. So they were actually following the number. That was even what made it easier. They were following the number at those stages. When you got to X-ray, I was waiting for my turn, and another person just came and was like, oh, 5 people follow me, and he did us our own X-ray separately. We went to give clips of all that there. And after then, they told us that we're going to wait. Okay, after then, you have to go and see your doctor. You see a doctor, they're going to give you a room. You're going to see the doctor. Then after then seeing the doctor, you have to wait. They will just ask you like normal questions. Have you been coughing? Do you do this? Just normal questions, and you have to wait for your time. So by the time I was through with all of this, I think I did my X-ray around 2. Since morning, I did like 2 p.m. And by the time I was seeing the doctor, and everything was like 3 and all that. So I had to start. So everybody was waiting for their results. Guys, the wait was something else. It was really, really, it was crazy. I'm not even going to lie. The wait was crazy. You're going to see in the clips like all the times we waited. I waited till guys, you're just going to see it in the clips. We waited till it was dark. So they were giving out some results. Although we were supposed to pick the normal time for the result is the next day, but the lady that was on a Friday, and so many people come from different states just today. Some people don't even have where to stay. So the lady was trying to tell us that we should wait But if you want to go, you can go. But they'll try as much as possible to get everybody's result that day. And guys, we're not small. We are more than 500 people. So you can imagine getting those results. And they said the result was going to go to is it Kenya before it comes back. Like your X is going to go back to Kenya. Go to Kenya first. They'll check it before they bring you back for you and give you a certificate. So guys, we had to wait. So we started waiting. By 6 days, we started calling some people to pick their results. So they called and called and called and called and called. We were still much. The lady said we should wait. She went back. After like an hour, she came back, called a few people again. Called some people, they picked theirs. God, guys, it was so frustrating. Children were crying. They've been there since morning. Since morning. So I was just listening. So she went, that was like the second time. The last time she was coming, I said, if I don't get my own, I almost left, but I was like, what was the need of leaving? Let me just wait. If she doesn't come, it's fine. What if she calls me and I had gone? And I don't want to come back here because when you come back the next day, you still see crowd. It's not like something like you can just go and you're not seeing. No, even to pick the results, there's still crowd. So I just decided to wait, and this was already by to 9 p.m. So she started calling and calling. Guys, you know this kind of situation whereby we have all waited, we are so tired. If they call your name, people that don't even know you be telling you congratulations. Like just to imagine how frustrated everybody has been since morning. Since people left the house 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, depending on where you're coming from, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. And this is already to a few minutes to 9 p.m. I said that everybody's experience is different. Some people did not pass through that hustle. Some people were lucky; they just got there very early. But I'm just telling you from my own experience, and my videos are going to the clips are going to are also going to show you that it was not funny. You would see my face. I was really exhausted. I was tired. God, my God. So that was it. And finally, I heard my name, guys. I got my listen by 9
So this is exactly 9 p.m. 9 p.m. and it's now I'm actually collecting my certificate. As in today was really, really stressful. Let me even show you guys the test.
9 p.m. at the door. That's when I got my certificate. And I went home tired and all that. So guys, that's just it. But there's something I just wanted to let you know. So the day I went for my test, I found out that there are no more walking appointments. So you cannot walk in to get an appointment. Everything is now done online, which is good because at least it's just one day of suffer. Yes, so you just book online and go and do and run your test. So that's what you do. No more walking appointments. I'm going to leave the link of the website you used to do your booking. I'm going to leave it in the description box. So check it out and you book it there and carry all the documents you need. It's mainly your passport, your proof of payment. They're going to actually tell you what you need, but it's mainly your passport and your proof of payment and your photocopy of your passport, nothing much. And after this, then, and you've gotten your school information, by the time you're doing this, you should have already gotten your admission and should have pursuing to get your class or something like that. So when you've done this, remember you're going to use this for your visa application. So that's why you need to do this before applying for visa. So when you get this and you've gotten your class, the next thing for you is visa application. So you have to book for your biometrics and apply for your visa. So that's going to be in my next video. I'm going to let you know how I booked for my biometrics and my visa application process. Like I said, guys, this video is a series. I'm going to show you all the process I went through. Stick around. Our next video is our biometric because that's another stress on this one. That's another hustle. But I want you guys to stick around and watch that video next. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share this video. Thank you guys for watching.